Welcome to Biafra Speaks, Voices on Biafra Television. My name's Mwada Jovita Eze. Today, I'll be looking at the quotation of Ahmadu Bello 100 years ago. And he said, "The new nation Nigeria should be an estate of our great-grandfather Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We use the minorities in the north as willing tools and south as a conquered territory, and we never allow them to rule over us and never allow them to have control over the future." Now, today, we are seeing the history repeating itself. We are seeing the words of the words of Ahmad Bello being played out in the country called Nigeria. But first and foremost, I want to remind the Fulanis or the Ahmad Bello that Nigeria is never a nation. Because a nation is people of the same culture, people of the same norm, the same value, the same religion, the same belief. So I want them to get it inside their head in the first place that Nigeria is never a nation. Because I never share the same culture with them. We never share the same belief. We never share the same religion. But these people, they have the plan of taking over where does not belong to them. They know that they are wanderers. They know that they have no place to be. But they want to oppress and intimidate those who are in their God-given territory. That is why today, because they know that they cannot conquer the Igbo territory, they cannot conquer the Igbo region. That is why there is no internal democracy in Nigeria. What we have is getting people, putting them, forcing them over people to rule them. Exactly of what is happening in Imo State today. A fourth person in position is now the governor of Imo State. There is no internal democracy. Because they want to conquer the South, because they want to conquer the Biafra land, and they know that Ihedioha was never ready to stoop so low to allow them take over Biafra land. And they now put Hope Uzodinma. And today, we are seeing them dispatching and deporting. I can't even understand it. You say that you're a nation and you are saying you are deporting people in this. Oh, this is never heard. I thought that deportation has to do with somebody living in another land to another land. You call this is a Nigeria and you say it is your father's estate, and now you say that you are deporting people, you are deporting the Alamajiris. Is now that clear, very clear to you? Is it glaring that Biafra is never Nigeria and Nigeria is never Biafra? Because if not, why are you deporting the Alamajiris to the Biafra land or to other parts of the region? Because you want to take over, because you want to actualize the agenda of Ahmadu Bello, which President Buhari has failed to carry out and now is in the hands of El Rufai. And that was the reason why Kano State Governor Ganduje, he refused to lock down Kano State until they infected the Alamajiris with COVID-19. And now, they have groomed these people because they have prepared them. They have prepared them over decades to use them to conquer Biafran territory. And they feel that this is the right time for them to move to take over. They have dispatched their ammunitions, and it is now time to dispatch the people, their willing tools that they will use to conquer Biafran territory. But I want to remind you, Ahmad Bello and all the Fulanis, that it cannot be done. Even what Wike is doing in River State, we tell them that they cannot take over Biafra land. What Mazin Nandekan and IPOB is doing today is a big warning to them that Biafra land is not Nigeria and can never be conquered by wanderers. Ganduje and El-Rufai, after infecting the Alamajeris. These were the people whom the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck, President Jonathan Goodluck, he built over 380 schools, and they refused taking them into school. You say that I am of the same country with you, call it a nation. But these people, the Biafrans, we have what is called informal education before our formal education. But these Alamajiris, they have no informal education because they have no parents. They cannot identify their parents. But every Biafran can identify with their parents. We have homes, we have villages, we have towns. We have provinces where we belong to. But get an Alamajiri in the north, in the Jos, or in Kanu, or any of the northern states. Ask any of the Alamajiris, who is your parents? They don't know. Where do you come from? They don't know. That is why someone will answer Sharibu Jos. Because you have no place. You don't have a place where you come from. Now, how do you want to settle in a place where you don't know? You think you can conquer Biafra land. You have no informal education. You have no formal education. You are not talented. You are just groomed to use to destroy places, to destroy people who are in their own God's-given land. You want to take over what does not belong to you. Biafra land is for Biafrans and can never be taken away. It can never be conquered by the Alamajiris. If Hope Uzodinma, as he said, that is happy to welcome the Alamajiris in the Imo State, we want to remind Hope Uzodinma that Imo State did not belong or is not belonging to Hope Uzodinma. Imo State is a Biafra land and it belongs to Biafrans. And Biafrans, as we know, they are a democratic nation. You don't come to decide alone. You don't impose laws on people without discussing with them. Hope Uzodinma should first of all pay the civil servants of Imo State. He has not been able to pay civil servants for 3 months, but he's willing to give 9 million to Mieti Allah. Hope Uzodinma, I want to remind you that Biafra land did not belong to you. Because the Fulanis want to take over all the territory in Nigeria, they load trailers of Alamajiri deporting to various states. But thank God for what is happening today in River State. Let them cross River State. And I know that other governors from the 11 states of Biafra land should emulate from what Wike is doing in River State. And I heard them saying that Wike should stop acting as a president. I want to ask you, have you asked Ganduje and El-Rufai to stop acting as a president? Even now you have replaced the chief of staff. You have replaced him, who will now go and start acting as the late Abakari, who was acting like the president. Did you ask Abakari when he was there to stop acting like a president? Maybe you have forgotten that Wike is the chief executive security officer in River State. Go and tell the northern governors who refused to lock down when it was to lock down, who have infected the Alamajiris, who they refuse to build schools for and to send them to school, who said that a beggar will always remain a beggar, their lineage will remain a beggar, or will remain beggars. And that's why we still say we are not the same. Because in Biafra land, we don't have Alamajiris. We are not beggars. We are talented people. We are gifted from God. Look at what Abba is producing today. Look at the gem that is being produced by Beyond in Abba today. That is Biafra for you.